Hey you guys, Superstar0717. Title of this video is going to be called Thinking Outside the Box. I went to a bookstore today. I needed to do some printing and copying. And for some reason they were selling the Innistrad event decks there. I guess they have like a little comic section now and they were selling some stuff. And the guy had told me that they were trying to get rid of the Innistrad ones to make room for the Dark Ascension event decks. So they had them on sale. And they were really cheap. They were like 14 bucks, 15 bucks. I picked up two of them. It was the last two that they had. And I decided to try to make a deck out of it, using some of the cards that I already had. And it tested pretty well. I went 5-3 against other, like, tier 2, other fun decks, which isn't too bad. Mind you, like, I still need to work on the mana, but let's check it out. So we're running 3 Birds of Paradise. Birds is such a great mana fixer for you. It's really only there just to fix the mana. You're not trying to ramp. You are running 3 colors, so consistency and being able to drop certain cards when you need them is really crucial. So I'm running the 3 Birds. It's a really good card. Up next, we're running 3 Wolfbitten Captive. I still like his pump ability. He's a human, so he triggers Champion of the Parish. The 1 green is easy to fit in. You can drop multiples of them just to give your champion that boost, and the 1 green tap to give him +2/2 is actually pretty nice. So up next, 2 Champion of the Parish. I need a 3rd one, and so they didn't have any more event decks, and the comic store in town didn't have any. So I'm waiting on some friends to tell me if they have any that they can trade. But 2 champions. I'd like to run the 3rd one, and when I do get it, if you see anything in this list that you think it should be dropped for it, let me know, because I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I would drop for it. So up next, 4 Mayor of Avabruck. He pumps the humans, and he pumps the werewolves, at different times, obviously. On the day side, he's for humans, and the night side, he pumps the werewolves. 4 of them's really necessary. He combos well with just about every card in the deck, and so you really just need 4 of them. And if they don't cast something, you'll get the wolf token, so that's always nice. Up next, 3 Daybreak Ranger. Obviously, triggers the Champion of the Parish, gets rid of Inkmoth Nexuses, gets rid of Spirit tokens, as long as they don't have hexproof. And so he puts in a lot of work. And on the night side, he just eats up blade holds and things like that. Up next, 3 Adaptive Automaton. I'm running this over Immerwolf just because it's a little easier in the mana. You don't need to find that 1 red just to cast it. You can, let's say you have a werewolf heavy field, target werewolves, +1 to everybody. If you have, all humans, target humans, obviously. Just a quick word on the champion. His effect doesn't trigger when your wolf flip back, so if I tried it and I thought about it, and a buddy of mine who used to judge said it wouldn't happen. So just know that, like when you're building this deck, whenever they flip from day and night, they're not continuously triggering his effect. But Automaton's good, I had a play yesterday where I had 2 Automatons on the board, and my opponent was just like destroying me on the ground. And so I had only 4 life left. I cast a Gather the Townsfolk, and I think it gives you like 5 tokens, and so there were 5/3 tokens, and it was ridiculous. So he puts in a lot of work. He's very versatile, and he just does work, I guess. 2 Phyrexian Metamorphs. Copy their big threats. Copy your Adaptive Automatons. You can copy, everything. It's just an awesome card. Really puts in a lot of work. Up next, I'm running the 4 Huntmasters still. Being able to search for him through Zenith is really good. His effect is really good. With this deck, I think he gets a little bit more useful than the actual pure werewolf deck, or like the mono green version that I'm running. Because he gives you 2 bodies. He's not like a weak 2/2 most of the time. He's usually a 3/3 or 4/4 on this side, and he gives you the 2/2 wolf token, which is really nice. He also triggers, obviously, your champion. And it's just a great card in this deck. I really enjoyed playing with this card in the deck at 4. Now up next, I'm running 3 Mikaeus as the last slot. It was between Mikaeus and Thalia, but I feel like a lot of the times Thalia would actually hurt me just as much. With Zenith and some of the higher cards that are in my deck. And while she's good, I just don't think she's that good. I think Mikaeus is really good. Late game, you can come down as like a 10-10, not really a 10-10, but you can come down with like a 5-5 or 6-6. He pumps everybody, you know, you can drop him turn 2 and just slowly build them up. It's just, I really like Mikaeus. He's such a good card. And he's really light on the mana. You can just, you know, it's a 1 white instead of like the double white. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not running Mirian Crusader or Bellowing Tangleworm or things like that, just because they're really hard in the mana, you know, the double white. Huntmaster is like, I think it's the only dual color card. And so, you know, it's not too difficult to cast things. Hard cast him turn 4. And I did run into a problem once or twice, but it wasn't really too bad. I was able to cast him the next turn. But Mikaeus is just so good. And yeah. Sorry. So on to the non-creature spells. So we're running 3 Green Sun Zenith. Searching for your birds to fix the mana is good. Searching for a Huntmaster is good. This card just puts in a lot of work. I wouldn't go down to 2, like I said, because it tutors up a lot of your deck. I'm considering maybe adding like a Hamlet Captain as a one-of. And so, you know, obviously it searches him as well. So let me know what you guys think of what I should be cutting to add these cards. So yeah, 3 Green Sun Zenith. Up next, 3 Gather the Townsfolk. This card just was money all day long when I was playing last night. Putting 5, usually 2/2, 3/3, 4/4 tokens onto the field is really awesome. I wish Fateful Hour triggered at like 8, or I mean even like 13. I think that would be really flavorful to trigger at 13, but I think that would be too good almost, because when you're down to 5, it's almost like a last-ditch effort. Which, I mean, you know, I ended up coming back from that game, but, you know, it's really low. And if you have Champion of the Parish and you cast this for 5, he just becomes like a monster. Up next, my least favorite card to play against and my favorite card to play with, Triple O-Ring. Worm Coils are a big problem. Primeval Titans, you know, just things like that are huge that you want to get off the board. Maybe get their last blocker off and try to Alpha Strike them. It's a good card, I liked it, and it put in a lot of work yesterday, so 3 of those. For the mana, we're running 2, 4, 6 Forest, 4 Rootbound Crag, 4 Sunpetal Grove, 4 Razorverge Thicket, 2 Mountains, 2 Forests, and 2 Evolving Wilds. Evolving Wilds really was like the card that made this deck possible. Without it, it was really hard to splash that 3rd color, and I'd always kind of wanted to make this deck. And when I saw the event decks on sale, I pretty much just jumped on it. And so yeah, that's it. Let me know if the mana base needs work. It tested pretty consistently. If you have a Huntmaster, you can just sack the Evolving Wilds, get it. You can cast it with birds, things like that. Like I said, I do want to maybe fit in 1 Hamlet Captain and 1. Actually, maybe not. Yeah, okay, let's pass on Hamlet Captain. I want to try to put in that extra Champion of the Parish. So let me know what changes to the mana base I'll have to make for that. And let me know what card you would take out. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace.